Hello, everybody. Jay here. It's been a while. I've started streaming again. Check that out on twitch.tv/Jay here. And the game I've been mainly streaming is Legends of Runeterra. And this is just an offline game that I played. I decided to play the Gauntlet just off stream. And I got to the final level, and I decided to record it then. Just because I started playing the game like around a month ago, and I've just the gauntlet's like extremely hard, and I've just got a good understanding of the game, and so I wanted to make this video, just kind of like talking about how, well, just on a topic that I never really see people in any card game discuss, and it's how to be good at a card game. And not like, oh, what cards are good, or like the general strategies, or how to play the best strategies, but just how to be good at any card game. So I'm just going to start the video here, just to like get into it. Uh, so yeah, I never really see anyone talk about that topic. So I wanted to analyze his gameplay, to go over it. And so what Gauntlet is you choose three decks, and then you're locked into those three decks, and you have to win 5 games in a row without losing twice. If you lose twice, then you're out. It's best three of matches, and each time you have basically each time you have to win with a different deck. And yeah, you'll see here that we get to choose one deck to ban of each other. I choose Kananari because it's just the best deck in the meta. That's like one big thing about this is just like understanding what the decks want to do. And so, excuse me, think of it, the champions here as kind of like the commanders if you play Magic, where you have Misfortune, who has her effect, and so Misfortune decks typically just want to continuously attack over and over and over again. Kennen and Ari, what Kennen and Ari like to do is recall and like play elusives to like continuously stun the enemy and like not be able to be blocked and just continuously attack. And then we also have Brum and Sorica, or how I pronounce her name. And this deck basically just takes a lot of damage and heals it all off and buffs it up. I am playing Echo, Zillion, Kananari, and then Irina and Misfortune. So yeah, again with Misfortune and Irina just making a ton of attacks, making several attacks on the same turn, and then Echo, Zealand, just yeah, just having a ton of creatures and every answer that I could possibly want at my fingertips, and just constantly attacking. So that's basically what the deck is, and I know what's in my decks, and so I know that I have the least amount of counters for this deck, so that's why I chose that deck to ban. And that's like the main thing of how to be good at card games, is not understand what's in your deck or understand what the best deck is or have like those cards that are really good against like the best deck. It's understanding what your opponent wants to do and how they want to do it, and knowing how to stop them from doing it so you can do what you want to do. Another way to put it is like how to control the flow of the game, and you'll see that within the first and last match, and how to horribly mess that up in the second. So let's continue. This one I choose Echo and Zealand first. He chooses his Brum first, so we're going against here and just getting into the game. So I know with my two opponent's two regions that he, like this region, Targon, likes to buff a lot, and Fejor, or however you pronounce it, I still don't know. This region likes to like freeze units and have like a lot of stuff to stall. So I know that this is a slower deck that gets a lot of advantage. So I want to just outpace him. I just want to go at faster than he can really predict. So funny predict. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna go to my opening hand, and I see this hand now. with this game, you don't have to have a perfect curve because it goes into spell mana and you kind of want spell mana. So this is actually a pretty decent hand. With me wanting to go fast, I just want to turbo level Echo. So there are two ways I could think of it. Either if I can get like a Echo good by turn 4, which a lot of times you actually can, then I can just play Echo immediately and don't have to worry about it and can look for other answers and stuff. Or I could shuffle back Echo and get more stuff to turbo level. I don't want to mulligan hard here because if I do, then I might draw one card that's better. The drop borders that I still have here that are better in the deck because if I see them through a predict, they go, but like whatever. So you don't want to predict too hard, but this is a decent hand. I would have replaced Echo. I don't in this game, but because of my first reasoning. So yeah, I'm okay with this hand. So that's where we're going from here. For my first pull a Scrying Scans, and he doesn't do anything, so I just decide to do a Shard. Yeah, I don't get anything. So here with my options, I could either start to hyper predict to level Echo with Ancient Prep, or I can set up for future turns to like stop stuff like Red Negation to ensure that I actually get a kill and don't have to wait a few more turns, or Merciless Hunter to deal with an answer that they have early on. So here, you just see I choose Rite of Negation because this game might go on for a while. He might just have my answers to stop me, so I'm just going to play for the long game. So then I can just play Zealand here, start to get predicts off, and start to get time bombs off to like slowly pick away at them. Here we get drop border, so that's great. So yeah, here we do too, and I just go on again. He can trade. He decides to hold this guy off, so he still takes one. I decide to just to protect his health. Decide to Scrying Sands here, just so that I keep my early board, and I draw into these. So I just take Time Bomb for next turn, so I can like start to threaten a level up on Zealand. But yeah, I just keep going for attacks. He starts with basic attack and gets his advantage, but like I still have a pretty good board. Like 2/1/3s are nothing to sneeze at. He gets his Sakura off, so this part is just me grew an advantage. I can skip forward a little. So he decides to attack in this part, and one part is knowing what his game plan is. And as you can see, once he keeps healing stuff, and that's his whole game plan. He buffs from healing and then can stall me out and tries to win through healing with this deck, with like all the healing buffs. So I think that it's a value trade. So to me, I think it's value trade. So I'm okay with trading this, as it stops him from his game plan, but not necessarily, like completely stops me. So that's why I'm okay with doing that trade and just like understanding why you would want to do that. So now I see I can play Echo, and I'm thinking of it. I decide to do it. Yeah, I decide to do it, even though he isn't fully leveled, just to like get a quick attack for attack on. He gets his Brum out, so unfortunate, but I can still start to get some advantage with Echo, even though it's not as much as I want. Yeah, he takes the trade. So we're just gonna zoom up a little here. He starts, so here, I see that his Brum has Challenger, and yeah, regen, so Brum, pretty decent, kind of, I guess. It's just a wall that you can use to deflect, so like other key pieces don't get killed. That's often what it's used for. So it's his turn now, and he has 2 gems in hand, which what gems do, heal and give a +1 to their attack. So I see that he has 2 of them, and he decides to use both of them on Brum, then go to attack to kill Echo. So yeah, do there, and yeah, that's when I figured out he's going to kill Echo.
Have you met my shield?
Live with purpose.
So here, just so I don't take as much damage and I still like stay ahead of the game, I decide to just abandon drop border. So that his overwhelm doesn't kill me, because overwhelm, if it's basically trample if you play magic. So that's just how I think of it, as like, don't lose too much advantage here. Don't let him get too much into the lead. We also do now have a time trick, so I use that immediately, see if I can't get another echo, which I do, so perfect. And then I don't remember. Yeah, I just hold off with my mana, so I just keep mine. I don't remember if I do or if I go for time bomb. Yeah, I just keep mana for later so I can store it and potentially get a win.
Of the stars.
And he does the same, so like he stores up mana, so now we're at even. I now play Echo to get a ton of chrono breaks, so I can start to actually get my game plan of how I want to win. I'm just gonna skip this. Of how I want to win. Oh, gotta go back a little. So he is now going to play that one card. I forgot exactly what it was called, but it basically lowers my attack by 2. So I can't really value trade into anything important. Yeah, Troll Chant. So yeah, basically I can't really trade into anything. So this is me checking the card. So I decide to just not and just play Time Bomb. Just like, because all my spell mana is filled, and I see I get the Absolver here. Time Bomb, just, yeah, Zealand's card. It's good. It deals 1 damage at the end of turn and draws. So I decided to just fill out the curve just because I have all my spell mana, so I don't need to worry about needing to potentially fill up my spell mana. So yeah, I see I pulled the Absolver, and so now I'm thinking I can now pressure lethal, because the Absolver adds, basically it adds +4/+2 and gives you overwhelm, which is the trample equivalent. So I now have a good way of pressuring lethal. So I'm now just thinking that in my head and just trying to always like calculating my damage, their health, their Nexus health, and just all of that, and just thinking about like the answers they could have and like stuff like they had earlier, Troll Chant to like lower my attack, and just like thinking about that and like how much that was. And like Avalanche, or like they can have like Frostbite stuff to just completely reduce it to 0, and just thinking about all the different things that they could have to stop that plan, and trying to figure out when the best opportunity to attack is. So just thinking about all of that is really what it takes to be good at card game, at just any card game. Just thinking, what can my opponent do?
Sapphire, gem of our divine
Yeah, he heals, which has Sakura draw. He is going to challenge Echo again. I believe so, at least. So I decide to do a cold shot here just to draw, just to see if I can do anything to protect Echo. Hopefully. And so Echo will draw and get something else. Then I see I get a Zealand, which, again, goes with setting up lethal. Is just perfect for me. Because what Zealand's champion card does is it revives you and gives you +3/+3, I believe. Or +3/+2. I think it's +3/+3, because I end with 8. So yeah, he's going to just go attack with everyone. Yeah, he hooks up Echo there, so yeah, just thinking about like how to set up lethal and where to go. Yeah, it's +3/+3. It's just the best way to defend myself from potential death. Just all of that. And so we just can skip ahead a little. I get Time Trick off. Oh, yeah, so I get Time Trick to get Parallel Convergence off. So that basically, Parallel Convergence helps me set up more lethal again. So I end with 1 spell mana. So what I do is I believe I put the Absolver on and then Parallel Convergence. No, no, no. Yeah, I attack. Wait, do I? Yeah, I just attack. Just straight attack. Just to get maybe more answers on the board and just more things to help. But then I know he'll put up a block, so I will do Absolver. So yeah, he does Battle Fury, so yeah, he blocks with that, so it would kill, but then I can Absolver to get 12. So, haha, screw you, bro. Yeah, to kill, speeding up here just a little bit. I get Chrono Break. Again, it's he blocks and I hit again. And then, so just to set up lethal next turn. So yeah, then I end round here, +2. And here, I believe, yeah, I parallel here, and then I time trick into another Absolver. That was just luck at that point, but then I can put it on to Echo and just get a win there. So yeah, just knowing how to set up lethal. And yeah, just like the best way to set up lethal. And like I was still like threatening lethal. He was basically on the back foot here at this point. Where like he was scrambling to stop me from potentially killing him. Even though I have less stuff on the board. It's just mine. It's just more threatening. So we're going to skip along here so I can only play this deck. This deck this match I really just mess up on. And so I feel like it's just another good thing. Uh, even like even though like the outcome of these games, I think it's just a really good thing to just show off just when I make mistakes as well, just to show like the thought process to like how you could prevent those. This game I just played too fast. That's it. So this deck again, it plays a ton of stuff that constantly attacks. So like I can attack like basically 5 times a turn, just depending on what I have. So I just get a lot of attacks off with this deck. We're gonna actually zoom. How far? Yeah, we're just gonna zoom up a little because I can't play anything first. So yeah, he plays that. So here he plays something immediately, and he now has the attack token, so he plays something else. And so then I realize, okay, I can't just like let him get. So even though I can't get any advantage from this, it stops him from getting too much advantage on his board. So that's my idea behind this trade. So I let him take the trade. So yeah, now I have 1 mana saved and more. So I decide to get more draws off, and I get a Misfortune. And this is where everything goes downhill. I play this. Basically, the game starts off really well, and then I just screw it up. Yeah, he's playing all of his stuff, just completely filling out his mana, not saving any. So then I see Island Navigator, and he attacks. I just let him get this attack because there's not a lot I think about doing lead and follow, but I just don't. I'm just like, he can take his attack. I attack so fast. I actually decided to play Misfortune to get more mana. Let's just zoom. To get more mana and then another attack. So yeah, Misfortune and Blade Dance is really good. So I basically do this because I can do Blade Dance again. So then I can, they can't really block any of it because then they'll all die, but then they take 3 damage to face. So that's like the entire point behind this deck. And I set that up really well, but I'm going to zoom ahead a little to show how I fucked up. So yeah, we zoom here to this turn. He plays all of this, yada, yada, yada. So I play this girl's Island Navigator, who gives Scout. So yeah, these guys Scout. So then I defend by taking some value trades. Right?
It's too late for you.
This one, I see Recall, and I see that doesn't do anything, so I decide to just not do that. But then I put Misfortune over here to defend, because I'm like, she can defend that, like, without being threatened too much, and it just gets rid of more of their answers to me. So that's kind of where this mistake starts to go. And not the block mistake, I still think that's right. But then Misfortune goes over here. So I decided to play this, play Dance 1, this kills it. Whatever. I just didn't read the card. That's on me. But it has Scout. And so one thing that you can do in this game is grab a unit and click it and then drag it over all the other units that you want to grab and then put it onto the field. And that's because the 2 Scouts units are there, I just quickly went over. And as I also did there, it also goes over Misfortune. And I'm playing way too fast here, even though I have 5 minutes. So I just see here, grab all, and just mash attack, not realizing that I have Misfortune. And there I try to go back, and this just kills it. Because Misfortune would have leveled up this turn if not for that. So I try to cover and like have this die. But then he also does something to stop it, so I just have to recall Misfortune, and this basically lost me the game. Now he has this advantage, and I just have to stop Misfortune, and it's just awful. And basically that lost me the game because I couldn't get Misfortune up and active, and he just gets too much damage afterwards. So we're gonna skip up ahead where he gets overwhelmed and then just can kill me immediately. So yeah, that sucks, but oh well. Actually, I do threaten lethal here. But yeah, he's able to block it and then just kill me. So we're on to the final game. And I now have to think. It was threatened for content, so this video could be longer. Yeah, we're just here now. I think we can. I think you guys basically get the point, so we can skip ahead a little. So I can talk about this mulligan again. I didn't talk about it for the last time, but I can talk about this mulligan again. So with this mulligan, I see that I have all of this. So I see that the crack shot, the shadow assassin, Irella, and twin disciples, and it's his turn. It's his attack turn first. So I'm planning on keeping this guy. This guy, I believe I trade Irella and twin disciples. The reason why I keep this is because I just want her there to start, just to get her on the field as fast as possible, because her effect is just really good for plunder effects. And then I don't really care about Irella that much. This deck doesn't need Irella. It just wants Misfortune before Irella, just to constantly attack over and over again. Irella just allows us to attack over and over again. But Twin Disciples is good for when it gets to lethal, and Shadow Assassin is to help draw more. So I just replace Irella, and that's it. I see that I get into an island navigator. Hopefully I don't, and I'm just thinking to myself, hopefully I don't fuck it up this time. He's taking a little bit. Okay, so I draw Misfortune first turn, and so I'm like, all right, perfect. He doesn't do anything, so I just play Crack Shot. Yeah, I got Misfortune, so I'm thinking, hopefully I don't mess it up this time. And then here we get a lead and follow, so I just immediately like before I play anything, even if I wanted to play anything, if it's not too much damage or like it doesn't like help threaten his board or anything, I just attack immediately before he can really do anything, so that he can only do fast or burst speed stuff, so that like he doesn't mess up my board. I can just quickly get damage on him. I'm just thinking that in my head. Yeah, that just immediately goes through, so I get 2 damage off him immediately, and I can just pass to get my mana, to get spell mana. I do see that he now does have 3 spell mana, so he just goes for Misfortune. So I just do Shadow Assassin to draw more and more. Yeah, he immediately just goes for the attack. So I could like kill with Disciples, but I don't. I just decided, whatever, I'm just going to save it for later because this is not too bad, and I can just get Misfortune out next turn and get 3 attacks off, which I believe is what I do. No. I play Island Navigator to get more and more attacks, just in general, because this is going to be a fast game. This time I don't mess it up. There. So this time I don't mess it up. He goes for the trade, just not try to take damage. A little late for him, but still. Yeah, I now get more stuff to set up lethal. I again just go for the attack. He can't exactly take the trade, so he doesn't. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of advantage now. So end turn. He still has more mana than me, so like he can do more threats, but I decide to. I'm pretty sure I do Zapfin here, or Zap Sarfin here to help negate that. Yep, there. So now we have the same amount of mana, and I get another Twin Disciples, and basically these two Twin Disciples is how I win the game. Sorry. So I'm seeing how to take the value trade. So I decide to block and deny Misfortune's thing so that I can still get an actual good value trade on with having my minions still alive. So that's just another thing to think of. Just like, is using my mana worth saving? So I see that I only go down to 8 health, so I can like threaten him more. So I decide to just take the damage. Like it's not worth getting my other guys killed. So then we get this guy. So I decide to go to the island attack here. So he takes 3 from this, and he's not going to block. Oh, does he? Yeah, no, he takes that back. Yeah, that's not the block. So I see that he gets to 9, and then I'm thinking of doing Jag Attack Master, but then I realize that he can't block these two, and I have 2 Doom Disciples, so I can just kill him with 1 extra damage. Plus, yeah, these 2. So I just see that in my head and I calculate that, so I just attack, and yeah, this is me calculating all the damage.
Discipline and steel.
And so yeah, that's just what I decided to do. So go there. And yeah, Twin Disciples, both of them. And I also have this guy to play, so, and that's the game. And just, even though that wasn't about that, like I wasn't actively thinking about that, I should have been. And after I did think about that, that basically just got me the win. So I'm gonna zoom up here. Victory. So yeah, that's how I won the Last Chance Gauntlet, and I just think that's good. That was just good advice. Just a good time for analysis on how to be good at card games. Just a thought process, especially because like I came into this game very short ago, and I already won one of the hardest game. Like I already got to the end of one of the hardest game modes. Granted, like I'm still not the best player. That guy wasn't the best player. That's not to like bully anyone. That's just we weren't high skill. We weren't the best high skill level. So, but I still thought that that was just a good way of explaining the thought process behind these card games. And thank you guys so much for watching. I typically stream all this stuff live at twitch.tv/J here. I'll try to put that down in the description if I remember. And I will see you, whatever. You guys see this. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.